Now It's a long fly ball that is back
It is
at the
soaring.
wall.
It is gone. Gone, I tell you.
That one's going back. It's at the track, at the wall. Gone!
We are back with Game 2 of the Humongous League Backyard Championship Series between CRK, who won Game 1, and unoleon, who's trying to take down the Giant, the former champion. Junior Bombers, San Diego Padres. We are back with BBOL Playoff Baseball. And I'm going to go ahead and send it off to our main man, Ben Bath & Beyond, who's going to be here for the call. Ben, what's it look like? Tell us everything you know about this series right now.
Thank you, Alex. My goodness, I am so excited for another day of playoff baseball. It seems like we've had nonstop action here the last few weeks, and we still have more to come. So, if you weren't here for Game 1, I don't know why you wouldn't be, but if for some reason you missed Game 1, I will give you the rundown here. So don't let the score deceive you. The final score was 8-1 Bombers. However, it was 2-0 heading into the bottom of the fifth inning, which was the home half for the Bombers. The Bombers piled it on. They scored 6 runs in the bottom of the fifth to really put it away, including a Heidi Thurman bases-loaded clearing single. She had 2 RBIs all season, and she had 3 in 1 at-bat there. It was a wild time. But it was a good Game 1. Again, don't let the score deceive you. It was very competitive, very close for the vast majority of the game, and I expect that to continue here in Game number 2. So, we're here at Dirt Yards, which is the home of the San Diego Padres. and they are glad to be home, man. Let me tell you, that was a rough game one from them. It kind of got away from them, but when they come back home, they are much better. So heading into last night's game, they were 3-4 on the road, but at home they were 5-2 during the regular season. This team is built for dirt yards. Their speed, their contact, they take advantage of the bounces, of the craziness that is dirt yards. They do it well, so they are definitely happy to be home, and they are looking to have a better performance than game one. While it was close for most of the game, they did kind of struggle to get hits. They only had 5 hits that whole game. Their 2 main, speed options, Pete Wheeler, the fastest kid in the game, and Kathy Wolf, they went a combined 0 for 4, and that's just spelling trouble for your speed team if you can't get your 2 main speed options on. So we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that and see if he can get his 2 top players, the batting average leader during the regular season, and Pete Wheeler on base here a couple of times, because he is kind of struggling. Even though Uno swept his way through his first 2 series, Pete is now a combined 5 for 15, so batting .333, which is not terrible, but considering, again, he was the batting average leader in the regular season with a whopping .646 batting average and had the most hits in the league, you do expect a little bit more. For the Bombers here, they're definitely looking to keep the good times rolling from game one. Their offense, which has been putting on a show this entire postseason, continued to do that. It took them a little bit while to get there. It took them four and a half innings, but they sure enough exploded there in the bottom of the 5th and ended up scoring 8 runs. They were led by pretty much everyone. It was a very even offensive outing. Every single batter in the lineup had a hit. Almost every single batter had an RBI and a run, so it was a very, very well-rounded attack from the Junior Bombers. And as they've done all season since trading away Dominic Hoskins, they went with a pitch by committee there, where they'll start with Markey, they'll bring in Sally, they'll bring in Lance. It's worked for them so far, and it continued to work for them in game one. So they're definitely going to be sticking with that. And from the Padres' perspective, as they're going to be pitching right off the bat here, they got into a little bit of trouble. They usually go with a pretty even mix of Nancy Chin and who was their second option? Nancy Chin and Diana Hayes, but they got into some stamina issues, and they ended up having to throw Brett Olson in there, who rarely pitched in the regular season. So you knew things were kind of going off the rails when Brett Olson had to come in to pitch. So they don't want that to happen again. But all that being said, the Padres need to win to force game 2. They have a really good shot here at home, and we are ready for some baseball, as Nancy Chin, the usual starter, is on the mound for the Padres, and Frances Bluer, who's playing third base today, is going to take ball 1 a little bit low and away. So the first pitch of the game is a ball, and then a strike on the top right corner to Nancy Chin, evening the count here. 1 ball, 1 strike, as that one's a little bit too low. Frances, one of the speedsters on this team, she'll benefit from playing at dirt yards, as she takes another strike on the outside corner. So Nancy Chin working back to an even count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. A good take from Frances. That looked a little bit low, and it was a little bit low and outside. So a full count here to the first batter, Frances Bluer. She swings, and this is a line drive right at the shortstop, though, and the out is made. So good contact, but unfortunately right where the defense was sitting. So Nancy Chin off to a good start. 1 batter, 1 away for Veronica Lee, the right fielder, and the double machine. She led the humongous lead in doubles during the regular season, and she had 2 doubles in game 1, as that is a ground ball. It's going to be trouble. It's dove for by the third baseman, thrown to first, not in time. So a classic dirt yard single there for Veronica Lee. That was good defense to not let the ball go by, but that dive there by the third baseman, Sonia Hagen, just allowed the runner to get there in time. So that brings up the first of the power bats for the Bombers, and that is Lance Lambert, who plays second base, and as I mentioned, will come in to pitch, as that is a line drive at Sonia Hagen, and it bounces right by, dove for, thrown to second, not in time. The relay to first, also not in time. Oh my goodness, it looked like Sonia had that, and then of course, dirt yards, it bounced away, and everyone is safe. And so after a first quick out there, There's some trouble brewing here for the Padres. They've let 2 on with infield singles for Sally Dobbs, the second of this power threat in the Junior Bombers lineup, as she takes ball 1 a little bit low, and then ball 2 also low. They are certainly pitching Sally Dobbs careful. And that is a line drive right at Sonia Hagen, and she bobbles it. She falls over. It's picked up. It's thrown to second for the out. Going home is Veronica Lee. The throw, not in time. Safe at home. And the Bombers strike first in game 2. So some good base running there after Sonia Hagen bobbled the ball and then fell over. They were able to get the out, but a run scores. So the Bombers with an early 1-0 lead. 2 outs now with a runner on first. That's Sally Dobbs, as Horace Young, the left fielder, steps up to the plate and then lines this one over Sonia Hagen's head. That's going to get down for a base hit. Sally Dobbs, is she going to go 3? Yes, she is. It's thrown in, and she is sliding in plenty of time, as that throw from Olga Tollefson was not a good one. So a 2-out double for Horace Young. Horace Young, who during the regular season, all he did was hit, batted .455, who's usually batting a little bit lower in the lineup, but they pushed him up today, and he's showing why. As that brings up Alex Gonzalez, the shortstop, who had 2 hits in game number 1. He takes ball 1. So a big inning here. I was just going to say a big inning for Nancy Chin. That was her 16th pitch, and it looks like we're going to get our first pitching change already of the game. I'm assuming it'll be Diana Hayes. It is, as it usually is. So 1 ball is the count to Alice Gonzalez. 2 runners on, 2 outs, as we already are seeing some stamina and pitching issues for the Padres here. As Diana Hayes' first pitch is a strike on the outside corner. So 1 ball, 1 strike now. Diana Hayes inheriting those 2 runners and needing to get out of this without giving up any more. In a must-win game, you don't want to go down multiple runs in the first inning. The 1-2 pitch, that is lined but foul up the right line. So the count stays 1 ball, 2 strikes to Alex Gonzalez. Diana Hayes is thinking. Now she throws the 1-2 pitch, fouled away. So another foul ball from Alex Gonzalez, making Diana Hayes work if she's going to get a strikeout. The 1-2 pitch again, but she does get her strikeout. She wins that battle, retires Alice Gonzalez, and strands the runners at second and third, but not before the Bombers take advantage of dirt yards. A couple of infield hits and good base running gets them an early lead as the Padres come up to bat for the first time today. So as I mentioned, the Bombers will use a pretty usual rotation of Marky, Sally, and Lance at pitcher, and as always, Marky DuBois is the starting pitcher, the opener, if you will. And as is usual for the Padres, Kathy Wolf leads things off. As she takes strike 1 a little bit high in the zone, and then a foul ball. That looked like it was going to go in play, to be honest, but I guess that was right back at the screen. So 2 strikes now to Kathy Wolf, and she takes a little bit high. A good take there, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Markey sets, throws, and a foul ball. A good job to get a piece of that, because that was tailing away quickly. So another 1-2 pitch here to Kathy Wolf. And another foul ball. So Kathy Wolf making Marky DuBois work a little bit if he wants his first strikeout of the day. The 1-2 pitch again, swung on and popped up right at the pitcher. Marky, who readjusts, makes the catch, and Kathy Wolf has yet to record a hit in this series. As I mentioned in the pregame opener, Kathy and Pete were 0-for. They were both 0-for in game number 1, and they cannot do that if they want to force a game 3. And that's not a good start for Kathy. But that brings up Pete Wheeler, the fastest kid, as he doinks one. Markey's there, though, throws to first in time. So Kathy and Pete retired with little bloops back to the pitcher. And that's not the start you want if you're the Padres. As Jillian Payne, first pitch swing, hits a little ground ball that just dies. Markey picks it up, throws to Billie Jean at first, and plenty of time. And 1-2-3 go the Padres. Not the offensive start they were looking for. So that's going to bring up the bottom of the lineup here for the Bombers. Markey, Billie Jean, and Heidi. And normally, you wouldn't be that scared looking at Billie Jean Blackwood and Heidi Thurman, but Billie Jean Blackwood batted .444 during the regular season and does have a pure triple here in the playoffs. And Heidi Thurman, as I mentioned, had a bases-loaded clearing single, a 3 RBI single in game number 1. So you can't take them lightly in the hands of CRK, as Marky DuBois is now ahead in the count. 3 balls, no strikes. Boy, Diana Hayes really falling behind here to the first batter. But 3-0, Marky is swinging. And oh no, are we getting a crash, or is this just a little bit delayed? We did have a crash early on in game number 1. And it seems like we may unfortunately be getting a crash here as well. So the coaches are going to have to reset as they did in game number 1. And maybe that, maybe that was a fortunate crash there for the Bombers, as it looked like Marky was about to ground out to either Diana Hayes or maybe the shortstop Brenda Markart. And there's the official crash message. So we'll have to reset, but at least we're resetting from the top of the second inning. It will be 1-0 Bombers with nobody out. I assume they're going to replicate the count as we usually do. So Marky will be up with 3 balls, no strikes. And again, maybe he was bailed out there swinging on the 3-0 pitch and what looked like was going to be a possible ground out. So it will be 1-0 Bombers when we come back. So quite the start for the Bombers there. They had 4 hits in the top of the first inning. They put a lot of pressure on the defense of the Padres. And then were able to score that run. They did strand runners at second and third, but still, that's a good job of stringing hits together, getting 1 run, and you're setting yourself up to have the top of your lineup come back up in at least the top of the third, if not this inning, if you're able to get 1 of your 3 batters on base. So offensively, setting themselves up well to start the game. But for Uno, sounds good. So we're going to take a little technical intermission ourselves while we get the game back going, and we'll be right back. All right, so it looks like the coaches have answered the call. They are resetting their lineups, and we are going to replicate, as is tradition, it feels like, replicate back to the point of the disconnect, which was a 3-0 count to Marky DuBois. So as you can see, as the coaches are readjusting their lineup here, as I mentioned, only 1 run for the Bombers in the first inning as they strung together a couple of hits. They had runners on second and third with 2 outs. And even though they only got 1, again, they're setting themselves up to get back to the top of the lineup. This inning, if they're able to get at least 1 of those 3 runners on, So really setting their offense up well, because you don't want to have to deal with the top of the lineup as frequently as you might have to now. And then for the Padres, they went down in order 1, 2, 3, so they're going to have to reset their lineup, and I believe they'll be leading off with Brenda Marquardt and then Sonia Hagen, and if they follow typical suit, Olga Tollefson. The order may be different. They may want to be changing things around, but we'll have to see. And when you have an Ofer from the top of your lineup there, and Kathy, Pete, and Jillian, that's not the way you want to start, especially because, as I mentioned last stream, the bottom of the lineup for the Padres, when I say bottom, I'm referring to Olga, Nancy, and Brett. They have really been struggling this playoffs. They are now, after game 1, a combined 4 for 38. So only 4 hits and 38 at-bats from the bottom of the lineup. And again, Uno swept both of his first 2 series, and so he didn't need the bottom of his lineup to produce. But I don't think if you're going to send this one to a game 3 against the defending champ, especially with the top of your lineup already down 1, 2, 3 in order in the first inning, they're going to need the bottom of their lineup to finally wake up and get something going here. So it seems like we're almost ready. It seems like CRK is ready, and they're just waiting on unoleon to make a few adjustments, last-minute adjustments. So again, we had a crash in the top of the second. It is currently 1-0 Bombers. Marky DuBois is up. I believe they'll replicate the 3-0 count. And then we should be back to baseball soon. And we are back to baseball soon. Okay, so we still have to replicate the 3-0 count. But as soon as we do that, we'll be good to go. So Diana Hayes, again, kind of a fortunate reset here for the Padres, as they were having what seemed like a little bit of stamina issues. Nancy Chin threw 16 pitches in the top of the first, and then Diana Hayes had to come in to retire Alex Gonzalez and get that last out. So maybe fortunate there as their pitching situation gets reset. And they elected not to go to Nancy. So Nancy obviously gets her stamina reset as we are back in the 3-0 count. And I think this might be an intentional out. So I think CRK agrees with me, and he feels like Markey was probably going to ground out there on that crash. And so the respectful gentleman that he is, he politely bunts out with Markey. And we are finally back with Billie Jean Blackwood. And baseball is underway for real now, as Diana Hayes throws a strike to get ahead in the count, something that we have not seen the Padres do as they get through the order here the first time. They've been getting behind in the counts pretty early and often here, but they're not behind. That's another strike. So 0-2 to Billie Jean Blackwood. The 0-2 pitch swung on in a high pop-up to the first baseman, Jillian, who calmly turns around and makes the catch. So 2 up, 2 down for the number 9 hitter, Heidi Thurman, who again, we all know Heidi is CRK's favorite player. She's not the most skilled, but in CRK's hands, he's a wizard. He is a wizard. So even though this is usually an automatic out for most coaches, almost all coaches, in the hands of CRK, you still gotta be on your game. As Heidi Thurman looks at that one a little bit low and away, but catches the corner. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Padres looking for their own 1-2-3 inning, and they get it as the strikeout of Heidi Thurman retires the side. So the Padres needed that. They finally get a clean 1-2-3 inning, something they haven't had in a while against these Bombers, as it's very hard to get them to go down in order. So we head to the bottom of the second inning. Again, if you're just now joining us, we had a crash in the top of the second. It is 1-0 Bombers, and we are now in the bottom of the second inning, not the first inning. So it is Brenda Marquardt to lead things off, the number 4 hitter, as she takes strike 1 that just clips the bottom of the zone, and then takes ball 1 a little bit low and outside. Brenda's been a very good 4-hole batter for the Padres. She batted .581 with 5 extra base hits and a team-high 15 RBIs in the regular season. And she's done pretty much just that in the postseason. She's got 2 doubles, 4 RBIs, and 3 runs so far in the playoffs, which is leading the team as she has 2 good takes there to even the count. Excuse me, not even the count. It's a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that is a hard ground ball. That's going to be trouble. Who's going to pick it up? Francis does. She fires over to first just in time. Boy, oh boy. It didn't look like Brendo was sprinting there. And if she was not, that is a close out at first base. So that brings up Sonia Hagen, the third baseman for the Padres, as she takes strike 1 in the middle of the zone. But then looks at ball 1 a little bit low and away. Sonia, another good contact bat for the Padres, as she looks at a strike that clips the top of the zone. So Marky DuBois working ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on, and that's a line drive, but right at Veronica Lee. She comes in, and she's not able to make the catch. She drops the ball. Sonia thinks about going to second, but then quickly goes back to first. So that was a hard line drive. Veronica Lee looked like she was there, but she was, I think, still making an adjustment when the ball got there. A lot of power behind that line drive, and so it goes down as a hit in backyard baseball, even though it will also go down as an error. So the first hit of the game for the Padres, as that brings up Olga Tullifson. Again, one of our struggling batters here for the Padres. She only has 2 hits this entire playoffs, as she swings and misses strike 1. And then hits a little looper right back at Sally, who dives and makes the catch. In plenty of time is Sonia Hagen, who gets back to first base. So a quick out there from Olga, and that brings up Nancy Chin, who has 1 hit so far in the postseason, 1 for 13, with 5 strikeouts. So you're looking to string some hits together here with the bottom of your lineup, and that is strike 1 on the upper inside corner for Sally Dobbs. And that's a little bit too low, so 1 ball, 1 strike. Nancy looks, swings. Is this going to stay fair? No, it looks like it's going to just hook foul. Boy, that could have been trouble if it had stayed fair and got down. Most likely a ground rule double, but it just hooks. And so now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to the pitcher slash second baseman, Nancy Chin. The 1-2 pitch. A good take, a low fastball that just misses the bottom of the zone. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Excuse me, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nancy. Fouled away. So a good at bat here from Nancy, who's using that low contact stat to foul off some of these corner pitches. That's another foul on a corner pitch. And that's where the 1 contact stat does come in handy. It can be a killer sometimes, but it does help you to tire out their pitchers, as that is looped right back at Sally Dobbs, who easily jumps, makes the catch. And so the hit for the Padres leads to nothing. The runner is stranded at first base, so we head to the top of the 3rd inning, and it's the top of the lineup for the Bombers with Frances Bluer, who was retired her first at bat, as we see a timeout and another pitching change here for the Bombers, as they're bringing back in Marky DuBois. And I see a comment there in the chat as I'm waiting for the pitching change here. I see a comment in the chat that BBL's official score is way too generous, and I agree. If you think the MLB is getting too generous with rewarding errors or hits on errors, then backyard baseball is, oh my goodness, and that drops in front of Pete. So it's always an adventure in center field with Pete, because he is a very solid defender. He's very tall, very fast, but his eye is just so bad that it's always a journey out there, and that does end up falling in front. So kind of giving away an out there to the leadoff hitter there in Frances Bluer. So the first runner is on for Veronica Lee, who takes ball 1 a little bit too high. 1-0 pitch. And that is popped up right to the catcher, Kathy Wolf, who jumps, makes the catch, and keeps Frances Bluer at first base. So a big out there to not allow the speedy Frances Bluer to get into scoring position. So with 1 out and 1 on, that brings up Lance Lambert, the power threat, and he gets a hold of this one. That's a line drive to left field. Is that going to get down? It is. It's going to be a ground rule double as it bounces over the short fence. So Lance Lambert, who had a wonderful regular season for the Bombers. He only had 14 hits, but when he made contact, 11 of those were extra base hits, and you see why. Excuse me, he has another extra base hit. And so now again, runners on second and third for the Bombers, just like we had in the first inning. And that brings up Sally Dobbs, who takes ball 1 and then ball 2 on what looks like a wild pitch. Don't think that was where it was supposed to go. So ahead in the count is Sally Dobbs as the Bombers look to tack on and extend their lead. And she takes a ball much too high, so she's ahead 3-0 with first base open. Are we going to see a walk? Well, we were, but Sally Dobbs is going to make Nancy Chin throw at least one more pitch. And we are going to see an intentional walk with first base open. So the bases are now juiced with 1 out. The force is on at home, though, for Horace Young. Horace Young, who had a double his first time up and has the sole RBI. He has a chance to get another RBI, as that one's a little bit too low and outside. Horace Young had 9 RBIs in the regular season, has a few more here in the playoffs, as the steal was not able to be turned off before the batter, and a risky throw to second base there, but no harm done as all runners are able to get back. So Horace Young ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. You can't walk home a run, and that's another ball. 3 balls, no strikes. You got to put it in the zone. On 3-0, is Horace Young going to be swinging, or is he going to be taking? Nancy Chin thinks. Still thinking. The 3-0, too low, and they walk in a run. 4 straight pitches out of the zone, and it's 2-0 Bombers on a bases-loaded walk. So it is another Horace Young RBI, probably not the way that he wanted it, because he wants to hit the ball, but either way, it's now 2-0 Bombers. Bases are still loaded here for Alex Gonzalez, who struck out his first time up at bat, stranding runners at second and third. As he takes ball 1 a little bit low and outside to even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on in line to left field. Is that going to get down? Olga is not interested. She runs over, but she makes the catch. Are they going to get Sally at second base? No, it bounces away from Brenda. Boy, Olga Tullifson did not want to play baseball there for a while, but she is able to readjust and make the last-second grab. So runners are not able to advance. So with 2 outs now, bases still loaded for Marky DuBois, who takes strike 1 on the inside corner. You can't give up any more runs if you're the Padres. You got to hold this to a 2-0 lead. As that strike 2, a little bit low, but just catches the corner. Swung on in a sharp ground ball right at Jillian Payne, who knocks it down. Nancy Chin picks it up, steps on first, and the side is retired. So bases were loaded. The Bombers only get 1, but they double their lead. It's now 2-0 Bombers heading into the bottom of the 3rd inning. And the Padres need something. It's a must-win game. Win or go home for them, as they're asking Diana Hayes to lead things off here and then get them back to the top of their lineup, as that is a strike on the outside corner. So Marky DuBois doing what he does and getting ahead in the count. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed from Diana Hayes, so she's quickly down, no balls, 2 strikes. And a little bit low, a good take there on a good hook. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and lined right at Sally Dobbs. It falls right in front of her. She picks it up, lazily throws it to first, but in plenty of time is able to retire Diana Hayes. So that brings up the number 9 hitter, Brett Olson. Brett Olson, who also only has 1 hit. He's 1 for 13 so far in these playoffs, as he goes for a bunt but is not able to get it down. So he's behind 0-1, and he hits a little soft pop fly. Marky DuBois runs over, picks it up, throws to first in time, and another, oh, excuse me, I almost said another 1-2-3 inning, but I'm getting ahead of myself. That was only the 2nd out, and that brings up Kathy Wolf, the top of the lineup here for the Padres. So Kathy Wolf, who's yet to record a hit in this series, is looking for a 2-out hit to extend the inning and get Pete Wheeler up and give the Padres some life. as Francis Bluer comes in to pitch, and first pitch swinging right back to the pitcher, and Kathy Wolf still hitless in the series, and it is in fact a 1-2-3 inning. Another 1-2-3 inning for the Padres as we head into the top of the fourth. It is still 2-0 Bombers. So we'll see Billie Jean Blackwood, Heidi Thurman, and then again back to the top of the lineup. So the top of the lineup is going to be batting for the third time in the fourth inning. So again, a good job here from CRK stringing hits together, even if he's only been able to get 2 runs out of it. Keep the offense going, as that is a strike on the outside corner. So Billie Jean Blackwood down, no balls, 2 strikes. And a good take on a pitch that just ends up outside the zone. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And then another good take, as that's a little bit too outside. Just misses by a few pixels. 2-2 now. Swung on, and a sharp ground ball right at the pitcher. Nancy Chin dives, stands up, and in plenty of time throws out Billie Jean Blackwood. So that brings up Heidi Thurman, who had 3 RBIs to her name in Game 1. Looks at strike 1. She did strike out her first at-bat. The 0-1 pitch. Just catches, not just catches, my goodness, that caught way more of the plate than I thought it was. So that's 0-2 now to Heidi. And that one just catches the corner. Strike 3. Nancy Chin, 1-2-3 inning. And the Padres, oh my God, I did it again. Why do I keep thinking that's the third out? I'm getting so ahead of myself. That was only the second out. And that does bring up Francis Bluer again for the third time today, as she takes strike 1 on the outside corner. The windup and the throw from Nancy, a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike now to the speedy now pitcher, Francis Bluer. As that one tails a little bit too outside, so 2-1. You don't want to extend the inning. You certainly want to get Francis Bluer out here, as we see a timeout and probably a pitching change. Will end up being a pitching change for both teams, as Marky Dubois is going to come in. Sally Dobbs goes back to center. And we don't see a pitching change. It's still, oh, no, we do. Diana Hayes. Excuse me, their character sprites look exactly the same, so it took me a second. But Diana Hayes comes back in and inherits a 2-1 count, but throws that one too low and outside. So now it's 3 balls, 1 strike. And again, you don't want to walk Francis here, and that's not a walk. That's ripped to left field. Is Olga going to decide to play defense again? Oh, she gets in front of it, knocks it down, but it does drop for a base hit. And a 2-out single from Francis Bluer keeps the inning alive, and that brings up the double machine, Veronica Lee, who swings, and it's a high chopper. This is trouble. That's really high. That's going to get down. Everyone's going to be safe, as Brenda Marquardt is not able to get to second base in time. And so first pitch swinging, an infield single. And so 2 back-to-back hits with 2 outs brings up Lance Lambert, who doubled his first time up. And he takes that one much too low, a heater, a little bit too low in the zone. 1 ball to Lance Lambert. As that one also misses a little bit too low, 2-0. So the Padres pitchers really getting behind in counts to the heavy hitters. They are pitching them carefully, as that is lined to the second baseman, but it's dropped by Nancy Chin. Pete Wheeler runs, picks it up. Is Francis Bluer going to stay at third? She is. She thought about going home for a second. So from 2 outs, nobody on, to 2 outs, bases loaded again for the Bombers. And that brings up Sally Dobbs, who was intentionally walked her last at bat. But you can't walk her here, because you can't walk home another run, as that is a strike on the outside corner. Diana Hayes finally getting ahead in the count here, but then throws that one a little bit too high to even it up. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch just misses the outside corner. So Sally Dobbs ahead in the count now. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the high fastball just clips the corner. So Diana Hayes 1 strike away from getting out of this jam. The 2-2 pitch just a little bit too low. My goodness, what a take. The count is full. The runners will be off. The pitch fouled away. So we'll do it all over again. 2 outs, bases loaded, 3-2, runners off. Ball 4. Oh my goodness, another run is walked in. That is the second bases loaded walk today for the Padres. And it's now 3-0 Bombers, and they're not done yet. So 4 straight batters have now reached, as that is fouled away by Horace Young, who was first pitch swinging. So 4 straight batters have reached after there was 2 quick outs. And we see another timeout here. So the second timeout in the inning by the Padres. So they can't take another timeout. But that shouldn't be an issue because you only need 1 out. And it was not a pitching change. It looks like a defensive change, as that is taken too low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. It looks like Brenda Markhart's at second, and I think that might be Sonia Hagen at shortstop now, as that one is a little bit too low. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Another favorable count for the hitters. Swung on and lined right into left field, and it gets by Olga Tollefson. 1 run is going to score. Lance Lambert, is he going to go home? He is. Sally Dobbs is going to third. Sonia Hagen picks it up, throws. Sally Dobbs is safe. 2 runs score on the double by Horace Young, and it's now 5-0 Bombers. They're looking to put this series away. So another 2-out runner reaches. That's 5 straight. 3 runs have crossed the plate, and Alice Gonzalez is up, looking for his first hit of the day, as he fouls that one away, and he's quickly down, no balls, 2 strikes. The Padres really got to get out of the inning here, as that's a high chopper. That's trouble. It pulls the first baseman off. Alice Gonzalez is going to reach. Sally Dobbs is going to score. Going to third is Horace Young. Alice Gonzalez now caught in a little bit of a pickle. Horace Young is going home. The throw, not in time, as Alice Gonzalez goes back to first base. It's now 7-0 Bombers. And you can see why the Bombers, coached by CRK, are the defending humongous league champions, as it looked like this was going to be a real quick, quiet inning. And a first pitch swing from Marky DuBois. That might get down. Brett Olson runs in, and he's able to make the catch and finally retire the side. But not before. With 2 outs, the Bombers score 5. And they now have a commanding lead in this win-or-go-home game for the Padres. It's 7-0 in the bottom of the 4th inning. And if the Padres have any chance of mounting a comeback, they need Pete Wheeler to get on base. He's yet to get on base this series, as he swings through the first pitch, misses. So 0-1 to the center fielder. And he swings and misses again, down 0-2. The 0-2 pitch from Markey. Swung on and fouled away. The 0-2 pitch again. That is popped up, but to Lance Lambert, so you never know. It's always and he does make the play. I was just about to say, it's always an adventure out there with Lance Lambert at second base. He's not known for his defense, but the impeccable spotting skills from the coach CRK positioned him well, and Pete Wheeler is retired as first pitch swinging there, as Marky DuBois dives and is able to get the ball in time. So retired is Jillian Payne. So again, 2 quick outs. The Padres just have not been able to get anything going offensively. So Brenda Markhart is up, and well, that's going to be a wall ball. That's something offensively, maybe a spark, as that's off the wall, and it's going to bounce in front of Sally Dobbs. That should allow Brenda Markhart to get into second. It does. That's a standing 2-out double. She's going for 3. Alice Gonzalez bobbles the ball, throws to third, and now we've got a pickle, and she's tagged out. Oh my goodness. I certainly understand the aggressive base running, needing to score some runs, but even with the bobble there from Alice Gonzalez, the relay was in plenty of time, and so it will not go down as a double in backyard baseball terms. It just goes down as a 1-2-3 inning. And we are getting down to it here as we see a timeout. And I don't know if we're getting a pitching change or if we're going to get a forfeit. If you're down 7 and the top of your lineup just got out and you only have 2 innings left, that may be the ball game. I'm waiting on the word here. I won't make any assumptions yet because you never know. Crazier things have happened, but it looks like that is the ball game. It is a forfeit in the top of the 5th inning. The Bombers, the defending champs, are going back to the World Series. They will play the winner of the Fishes and the Orioles, whose series is slated to start tomorrow night, and we should have that one for you here on twitch.tv. So again, final 7-0 in the top of the 5th inning. The Junior Bombers are once again headed to the Humongous League World Series to defend their crown. So that is going to do it for us here today on the Backyard Sports Center Network. As I mentioned, we are hoping we should have Game 1 of the Front Yard Finals. We'll find out who the Bombers are playing very soon. We'll have the Fishes and the Orioles. Game 1 scheduled for tomorrow night. So hopefully we see you back here for that. What is sure to be a fantastic series between two amazing and experienced coaches. So hopefully we see you tomorrow night. As always, check out all of the links for the Discord, the Patreon, the Reddit, all of the above. And we hope to see you back here tomorrow night for more Backyard Baseball.
And we are rated.